How's it going? I'm coming at you from the Insta360 Go 3S. This is like a bit of a test for it. Bit of an echoey room to be honest, but I guess it helps get the point home. I have been training my brain to unsubscribe from what people have, what other people think about me. Like, I think it's the best thing that you can do for yourself. Unsubscribe to what other people think about you, because what is the point? What is the point in worrying about what people are going to think about you? I feel like it carries too much decision in people's lives. Like, people make a lot of poor financial decisions from the lens that, well, people have it out for them. People are going to judge them, so they'll go, all right, well, I might get positive judgment if I get a Ferrari or something. For someone who, I guess like me, who was seen as like, oh, he's not going to go anywhere, at least that's how I feel. I've been perceived. People didn't think I would be successful. The natural tendency is, dude, get a Mercedes AMG and go to Barcelona and travel the world. And of course, I love traveling the world. Don't get anything wrong about that. Nothing is wrong with traveling, and of course, I intend to travel, but a lot of that, and look, I want to live the international lifestyle, but I want to do it on my terms. I don't want to do it on this flashy Instagram lifestyle. A lot of me thinking about it, like listening to the music and going like, yeah, when I post this on my story and everyone sees it, they knew me. No, I don't give a shit about it. Because you know why? Those people don't reach out or message me now. So why do I give a fuck about what they think about me? Alright? We've all got our own things to worry about. And if I see someone posting $10,000, 10,000's fuckable these days, to be honest, but I see someone posting that they've got fucking $100,000 cash on their story going like, damn, we just bought the new Ferrari and shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, it will be like, oh wow, oh well, yeah, cool. Next thing, how does it actually serve you to give a fuck what other people think about you? You know, like, I think the most important thing is to not be loud about life and just focus on living a good life. Living a good life. It's that simple. Like, you should focus on just enjoy your time. Use that money not to show off, but use that money to buy you more time, pay off that house, and once that house can be paid off, then you can be free basically. Then you can sort of do things on your terms. Like, that's how I see it. Of course, you should go on holiday. I think going on holiday is important for you. I think, if you go on a bit of a holiday and you get out and about and it changes your worldview and your perspective, of course, go ahead and spend money on that. And I have got nothing wrong with doing that. I think when you have your 4 weeks annual leave, fucking do it. Sorry for my Aussie French. But yeah, when you've got your 4 weeks of annual leave, in Australia, we've got the Tour Down Under, and I think that's pretty cool. I would probably allocate one for that Tour Down Under, and then, maybe use one for Christmas, and then be traveling the other 2 weeks. Go somewhere international, plan something cool, right? You got to do that. You got to have a break. I think that's important. But yeah, and I think you can get the lifestyle, but you've got to work at it. You've got to put in the work. You can't be flashing Ferraris on your story and shit. Things will work out. The time is better spent not scrolling, and I see it all the time. Especially, we've got this scroll culture right now. You go on your phone, look at how dry my phone is. We got settings notification here telling me, what is it saying to me? what is it saying? It's saying that there's a software update available tonight. So, you know, that sounds like a very fun way to spend your Friday night. I'm so weird. I am so weird, right? But I literally do not give a fuck about the notifications and the shit. And, you know, I do listen to a lot of, and keyword here is listen. You know, there's a lot of YouTube videos that I would be watching, long form, right? I don't go on a fucking Reels binge. What I do is I have an AirPod in and I'll just listen to YouTube talking head videos. But then again, anyone can generate that doesn't know what they're talking about, that can tend to run their mouth. That is my strength right now. That's probably why I have this channel. Well, it is why I have this channel, right? Because I can run my mouth for a long time, and I have a tendency to do that. And I feel like when I talk to the camera, then it becomes something that I'm sort of invited to do and rewarded to do because people will click on it. I'm not just yapping at people in their face, and I don't connect it to my name, so, you know, whatever. This whole content creation thing should be to help you with your personal brand. And that is the number one thing, right? If you're in the business of making lifestyle content on the internet, like I am, like my main channel, which I won't mention here right at this point, I guess I'm trying to do like a bit of a side hustle of a YouTube channel, keeping it a bit more of that passive income rather than just selling my time for money. That is my investing fund. That's my investment money. So I put it either back into the channel or I put it invested in the stock market. I like to have a bit of extra money to play with and to put into shares. Literally all of that side hustle income, that business income goes to growth. Like literally just like, yeah, let's put it into the S&P 500 over in America, or we can see a company that I'm interested in. Say I made $500 one month on the main channel. There we go. Okay. I think this company has potential. Put the 500 invested into that. That's what I see my life being like. And to any of you who know about my pilot journey, right? That's the other thing. Want to fly for a living. That could be my living, right? My main income, and I live off that. Buy my house off that, right? Then I want to, while I'm being a pilot, I want to grow side hustles on the side, get a bit famous. Fame's alright, there's nothing wrong with fame, but it's about trying to impress people. Genuine fame, where I can vlog and I can showcase the things that I find awesome. And then maybe I could get brand deals from that. I don't have to be some super flash person showing off, damn, this is my Ferrari. Far out, I'll just drive a normal car. I won't get caught up in the influencer shit, and I'll just focus on living a good life and maybe making videos about what I get up to. And there we go. Then we've got brand deals, and then, you know, brand deal can pay $1,000, $10,000. If you've got 100,000 subscribers, they'll probably pay you $1,000. You'll get over $1,000 for sure. So yeah, once I take the brand deal, then that's $1,000 each time. Or say it's $5,000. That's $5,000. I'm just dumping onto the stock market. That money can literally just change everything for you. And then you sort of end up retiring, and this is the long term now, end up retiring with heaps of money lying around other than just your superannuation. Like, people got just superannuation. Imagine you got super and then you got more millions on top of that or next to that. And then you basically set, like, you'd be traveling around the world basically in your retirement, which I don't want to wait till retirement. That's why I'm doing being a pilot and all of that. But yeah, it's not about the whole thing about what people think. Doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't, right? don't worry about posting everything on your story. Take photos on your phone. Sure, bring a camera, bring the Insta360 Go 3S, all right? Like what I've got right now. Document your life for yourself. If you just, always growing up, I always made vlogs, right? Whenever I went on holiday. Sometimes I did not enjoy doing that, right? Because I was like, I don't actually like doing vlogs. When the family went to KI, I was like, I wish I could just put the camera down and enjoy it. And then I had this sort of epiphany now, which is just document what you want to document about your life. Just make videos on what you want to make videos about. If it's a chore to pick up the camera and, record your holiday, everything about it, and then go edit the videos while you're still on holiday, or make stories cultivated for your Instagram and post them as you're on holiday, like posting like 10, 15, 20 stories on Instagram when you fly to a new city. Come on, don't do that. That's like purely obsessed with, let's do this and see how good it is. I recommend wait till you get back and edit the content into better videos and then post them as short form, and then use the story as a tool to promote that. Like the average pleb who's not interested in online brand or any of that crap, they're just going about their life and sort of coasting through it, and they accept that they work and all that, and then they go on their little holiday. They're posting everything about it because they want you to know everything about it, and it's all a big show off. If you genuinely want to create content, it looks completely different, because you go home, you edit that, and you have a content strategy, and you use the story as a way to promote. Use it as a marketing tactic, rather than just as some sort of what do you call it? I guess just show off, I guess. So yeah, that's basically it. Don't focus on spending money and financial resources on things just to make other people think that you've got it well. Like, he's got a good life, whatever. You should not care about that. Where you should allocate your resources is to actually having a good life and not giving a fuck about what other people think about your good life. You need to prioritize what is important to you first, and you have to stop and think, all right, damn, am I doing this because it makes me happy, or am I doing this because I think that if other people look up to me, or if other people are impressed, then I'll be happy? If it's the latter, then you need to cut that out. Retrain your brain. Don't even give a fuck about what other people think. Obviously, you should dress nice. You should wear something clean. You should be, get a haircut every now and again. Like, look neat. Make an effort when you show up to places, but don't make it your primary goal is to flex everywhere you go. Don't make it your primary goal to just always have to wear Gucci and everything, which is a trap I got stuck in. I'm like, damn, got to have my Louis Vuitton shirt on all the time. Now look at this, bro. It's not fancy, but I'm just at home today. I did a bit of a gym workout, and then we, got on the computer. Like, yeah, old money is the new thing, and it doesn't have to be expensive, and it's timeless. Like, just wear a linen shirt, and then just linen shorts and some nice old Asics sneakers, some running sneakers, because I would not wear those loafers. You can't do shit in them. You can't run in loafers, man. But yeah, just something timeless, something almost unbranded, almost never comes with a logo. And the beauty of it not having a logo is that you can literally just choose a quality brand that sells it for, don't go on Temu and AliExpress and all that shit, but just choose a quality brand that's very quiet about it and not a loud brand where it doesn't show the logo, and just buy a nice quality linen fit, right? That's all you need. Something quality. you know you're going to get a lot of life out of, and it looks neat and it looks old money. And billionaires who build businesses wear this sort of stuff, except they're literally wearing the exact same polo, unbranded polo, except it comes from a company that sells it for $12,000. Billionaires do. But the difference between an unbranded polo from a cheap brand that's $45 compared to one that sells it for 12 grand, it's not really a big deal, to be honest. There might be some subtle quality upgrades, but I think, and these brands, by the way, they only exist on the tag or like on the inside of the shirt, not actually on the front or whatever. So I think it's literally just for rich people to go, oh, well, I spent 12K on a shirt, because some people think spending $50 on something is below them. Like when they go shopping, they're like, well, I'm worth a lot of money. I'm not going to spend $50 on clothing. So they can just market it to these more rich people and say, well, this is quality 12K. There, when it's no different to $50 version of that same thing. But yeah, you don't need to be so loud about everything. Just be neat and tidy. Do the old money thing, and you know your style can be old money. That is something that will get you respect without being insecure. Because of course, I think you should still aim to be generally respected, because that's where opportunities come along. And obviously there's some benefit to having respect from other people, right? That is why we're so socially minded. But there's a difference between it being about getting respect from other people and, you know, people looking at you and going, oh yeah, he's got it figured out. He's neat and tidy, or, you know, not looking like an absolute mess, compared to making every single financial decision in your life and every single big decision in your life based around what other people are going to think. So just stay tidy, stay organized and all of that, and just focus on living a good life rather than living entirely for other people. But that's the main takeaway, without it getting to 20 or 30 minutes like my other videos. Anyway, end this one off here.